Have you heard this proverb? To know where you are going, you need to know where you have been. Well, this proverb beautifully applies to the fascinating journey of the hierarchy of control system. It born out of the necessity to create a systematic framework for hazard control. The hierarchy of control has transformed from a simple idea to a fundamental pillar of modern safety regulations and HSE practices. Today we are going to explore the captivating history of the development of hierarchy of controls, its integration into law, and its evolution into a popular tool for risk management. Hello everyone, my name is Brijesh Kumar and welcome to my channel HSE Universe. Imagine a time when workplace safety was more about reacting to accidents than preventing them. The 20th century, a time of rapid industrial growth, was such an era. Just imagine bustling factories filled with hard-working individuals facing numerous hazards daily. Back then, safety measures were largely based on trial and error. When a problem would arise or an accident would occur, then a solution would be put in place to prevent that specific incident from happening again. But it was risky and unreliable approach, wasn't it? The results were often the same: injuries, sometimes deaths, and a continuous cycle of accidents and fixes. It was a time when the focus was more on damage control than on damage prevention or accident prevention. This reactive approach was clearly unsustainable, leading to a demand for a structured system to tackle workplace hazard. As the 20th century progressed, so did our understanding of workplace safety. Between the 1910s and the 1940s, a surge in accidents led to a heightened concern for worker protection. The foundation of National Safety Council or NSC, United States in 1913 and International Labour Organization or ILO in 1919 has paved the path forward for the urgent need for the protection of workers from risk. This era witnessed the introduction of engineering and administrative controls, setting the groundwork for what we know now as the hierarchy of controls. Let's fast forward to the mid-20th century, the 1940s and 50s. That time, the notion of prioritizing hazard control began to take hold. The NSC introduced the accident prevention pyramid, emphasizing the importance of starting with engineering controls and gradually moving towards personal protective equipment or PPE. This was a game changer, making the inception of a concept that has fundamentally reshaped safety protocols in the workplace across the globe. This period marked the early stage of hierarchy of control, a concept that has transformed workplace safety. In the 1970s, a significant turning point arrived with the establishment of occupational safety laws. It was a time when the world began to realize the crucial importance of worker safety, and this realization was set in stone quite literally by the law. The Occupational Safety and Health Act, fondly referred to as the OSH Act or OSHA, was established in the United States. This act didn't just advocate for safer worker conditions, it demanded them. And at its core was a concept we have come to know and love: the hierarchy of control. But the wave of change didn't stop at the source of the United States. The UK or United Kingdom and Canada too were swept up in this tide of transformation. The Health and Safety at Work Act 1974 or HOSWA in the United Kingdom and the Canadian Centre for Occupational Health and Safety or CCOHS in 1978 have also adopted the concept of hierarchy of controls, directly or indirectly, into the legislation to improve workplace conditions. This was a monumental step solidifying the hierarchy of controls as a guiding principle in maintaining a safer workplace. From the 1980s onward, the hierarchy of controls began to gain global recognition. As the field of health, safety and environment or HSC evolved, the hierarchy of control did too. This was not just a trend, it was a necessary shift in the landscape of the workplace safety. Regulatory agencies and organizations across Europe, Australia, India, and beyond started to embrace the hierarchy of controls as a standard approach to managing workplace risk. It became part of safety regulations, standard, and industry practices across the globe. In the 21st century, the hierarchy of controls became a universal tool for risk management. It found its way into safety regulations, standard, and industry practices globally. For example, a standard like ANSI Jet 10 in 2005, introduction of NEOS prevention through design in 2007, ISO 45000 and ISO 31000 in 2018 incorporated the concept of hierarchy of controls into their guidelines. These standards emphasized the hierarchy of controls' importance in reducing workplace risk systematically. Today, the hierarchy of control is a fundamental element of modern HSC practices and risk management process. It's no longer just a concept, but a universal tool and backbone of HSC regulations and standards worldwide. It's not just about reacting to the incident anymore, but preventing them. It's about proactive HSC practices, thus ensuring every worker returns home safely at the end of each day. Moreover, it's definitely not just about PPE or personal protective equipment, but engineering and administrative control. The evolution of the hierarchy of control showcase just how far we have come in managing and mitigating workplace hazard. I will wait for your comment and thoughts and suggestions about this video, as well as to improve the further contents in order to give you the quality informations. With this, I Brijesh Kumar signing off. Be safe, be happy.